This is Dillon and Rylee.
Good morning.
Off the beaten path.
Sunday, February 23rd. Rained all day yesterday, so should get a lot of water up here.
Okay.
We're doing First Creek Canyon in Las Vegas, Nevada at Redrock. My glasses are...
Right, you might want to put those back on before you run into one of these posts. This is the view we got right now. It's actually really nice. It's not too hot. This is pretty much the perfect time to come hiking here.
Yeah, it's about 60 degrees so far. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Basically what we hope to see, or hope to find, is because it rained yesterday, we're hoping to get up there and see the spring or the creek. We've been here during some of the off seasons, or when it dries up a bit. Water kind of looks a little nasty, as all standing water eventually does. But usually we'd start over there and we walk through all of this, and then we would get into the creek itself and walk straight up it. Today we're just going to take the path and see if it's any faster. Which it probably is going to be, like, not.
It is typically much faster. What is happening?
I just sucked at my butt.
You sucked up a what?
A bug.
A bleh. Wash that bug down with some lemonade.
Homemade lemonade.
Homemade lemonade. It's homemade.
100% organic. What up?
Except for all the sugar.
Oh yeah, I'll take
Are you done gossiping with your mother?
Oh, are you gonna try my homemade lemonade?
Homemade.
And you dropped the cap in the dirt. You dropped the cap in the dirt. Good job.
Oh God.
What do you mean, oh God? I like my lemonade sour.
Super homemade.
Yeah, what up? You like it though? Was that a yeah or a nah? See, this right here is where we normally join in from the other path. Yeah, and then we take that pathway straight up. But this time, we're going with this way. Oh, you should have, but you didn't.
I did not.
We're getting a little closer to the mountains now. Ideally, what we're trying to do is end up right here. We definitely should have brought the drone.
Nah.
Actually, I'm scared to fly it. Ever since the last mishap, which I will add in this video most likely, or a secondary video shortly after it. But we took it up to Gold Strike.
And he crashed it. Brand new. First time we ever took it out.
Actually, it was the second time we took it out.
We didn't take it on a hike the first time.
Well, yeah, I know, but the first time we took it out, we learned to use it. And then I got a little too confident, got a little too close to a mountain. Yeah, needless to say, it was a very expensive repair. Pretty much had to buy the whole drone over again. Probably would have been cheaper and more time efficient to just buy a new one. Definitely watch out for those. They are not very kind. Riley's had a few run-ins with them. Lily had a couple run-ins with them. Yes, the cactus.
Cactus balls.
Yes, the cactus.
Drop little bulbs and they ruin your lives.
Well, that's how they grow more cactus. They break off and then they regrow. Well, they break off, blow away.
Any cactus in my
They break off, roll away, or get dragged away by whatever they snagged up. And then once they hit where they want, they set roots and boom. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so I've now noticed it's around
getting a little toasty.
11:20. It's starting to get a little toasty. Rylee is wearing a sweater and her leggings. I am wearing here.
Definitely should have worn short socks. Dillon over here with his all black getup.
Shoot. I don't know why you're doing
Still
all that. It's
super
weird.
sexy.
What do you mean?
Super.
I'm not super sexy. I'm like mediocre at best.
Super duper X.
I'm like the prize that you would find in a Cracker Jack knockoff box. A Jacker Crack. And now we're getting a little closer. We've been on for about 20 minutes.
So typically, we would be inside of that ridge by now, or around the mouth of the other side, going into it so that we could cut to the actual ridge itself.
Quick update. We've been hiking for about 22 minutes. As you can see, the cars are way back there. Okay, so going on off to what we said earlier about the whole cactus things. Rylee
much different than the normal ball.
was not paying attention and she got it. So I'm going to remove that now and probably stick myself in the hand because I didn't bring any gloves or nothing. Normally I have pliers, but they're not on my persons. Okay, well, again, it's their kid, not ours. Let's just focus on getting this cactus out of your foot.
My hero.
Okay. Well, now my thumb's bleeding, so good job. Oh,
Look at that.
what are those? You got stuff like that. And then you got a wild Rylee running through the desert after having the cactus freshly pulled out of her foot
Oh yeah.
with reckless
They're
abandon.
crazy.
Perfect. Please watch where you step. Oh, another thing to watch out for, and I'm going to mention this because I just ran into it and it hurt. These. I don't know if you can see them,
Oh yes, the thorns.
but they have spines on them.
Oh, on the leaves. The leaves
On
are
the
spiky.
leaves. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm trying to say, Rylee. These hurt very bad. And it's normally not just one that gets you, it's about 5 or 6 of them, and they just mess you up. Is this where you want to take a break? Alright, so this is where we're going to be taking our first break. We're at
Water down here you can see.
I'm getting there. There's water down here. See if I can get down lower. Show you guys. This isn't even where we normally go, but because of the rain, there's water flowing all through here. You'll see like tadpoles, bugs. There are a couple times you've actually seen crayfish in these, or we'll see the remnants of them. But yeah, this right here, and this is only because it just rained. If you wait, like if we would have waited a couple weeks to do this, it's highly probable that this would not be as big as it is. It would most likely be a small stream. But for our first break, it is 11:23, and we are most likely going to stop, eat some oranges, drink some water, and then we'll pick up recording when we're done. Okay, so during our break, Rylee was messing with the GoPro.
I do not know what she did, but she managed to turn off the microphone on the camera. I did say shortly after starting this part that we don't usually record our breaks, but if you would like us to, let us know in the comments below and we will change that in every future video. Alright, so as I'm going through this video, editing, I did realize that earlier in the video, Riley and I both said that we would recommend bringing children on this hike. However, we actually ended up overshooting where we were aiming for and ended up going deeper into the canyon than we anticipated. Basically, Riley saw a rock on the cliffside that you'll see later in the video that she wanted to sit down and eat lunch. I would not recommend bringing children on this portion of the hike, as parts of it are quite challenging for small children. Alrighty, so we did end up taking a break here. This was break number 2. At this point, I realized that the mic on the GoPro was turned off. I turned it back on, so now we will have audio in the remainder of the video.
Riley saw these rocks up there and she decided that's where she wanted to have lunch. So now we're actually here and we're going to get to those rocks. I got a better view. That is First Creek. It goes all the way up. What? Oh, okay. Had nothing to do with me going through first, but alright. This is rough. Oh, so you'll climb up these rocks, but you wouldn't climb up those ones? Huh.
You can't do that there because it's literally all slick.
Careful. She just leaves you behind with the GoPro and everything. Love it. It's okay, I can do it one-handed. We're good. Wow, this place is actually really cool. Check out this view, yo. It's amazing. I really wish I would have brought the drone now. What? Continue. Just go straight up to the left. Hang on. Yeah, just go straight up to the left.
Alright, so those are the rocks I wanted to be at. This view is even better. You don't even want to make it to that rock? That's the one you said you wanted to eat at. We came all this way. No. Okay. But
Yeah. Super cool. Super cool. Is it not what you wanted? To eat lunch at the edge of the earth? Okay, so Rylee definitely wins for the freaking view. Check this out. We go from here. Boom.
Top of the world.
All right, so now we're gonna sit down and bust out lunch.
And figure out how the hell we're gonna get down.
Yeah, figure out how we're gonna get down. Actually, I already have an idea, and we'll record that, but it involves shooting through this little gap
Yeah.
that I noticed, and then down through here, that little crevice, and down through there, and down there, most likely shoot up through those rocks, and then back onto the path, all the way down and back out. All right, so we just had lunch. I had 2 smashed turkey sandwiches, and Rylee had 2 ham sandwiches. She was the one who packed the lunch, so as a result, she put my sandwiches on the bottom, knowing they would be smashed. And she has no sympathy towards it whatsoever.
Oh god.
Just take your time. We're not in a rush. Be careful. Remember, safety over everything else.
I'm down. I'm scared of bugs or whatever could be down here.
Oh gosh,
It's
the
so
spiders. Please be careful with that.
It's like jumping into the unknown, Dylan. I'm terrified. And you're just like, yeah, crawl down.
Gosh, don't you hate how I just make it look so easy? I do
Yes.
in seconds what you take a couple minutes for.
Ugh.
Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. This isn't a spiky bush, so you should be okay. Rylee likes to be fancy with everything. She doesn't really look into pathing. She just...
You're making me climb over all of these big rocks I didn't want to climb over.
I'm not making you climb over them. We're climbing down through them.
Can you fit through this hole?
Yeah, I'll go through that hole.
Oh, I don't like this hole.
You're really gonna have to get over your fear of bugs.
No way. Look at how small this hole is.
That's what you said. You're like Buzz Lightyear when his wings get stuck. Just gotta push them back down. Okay, we're good. Okay, back to her. Hand her back the GoPro. It's like the trade.
Watch him do this.
Be careful on that flat spot. Oh man, I just stubbed my toe. Ooh, pain. Me watch the bugs? Oh, I'm not afraid of bugs.
What is happening?
I just sucked at my butt. I'm glad you think it's funny.
It was funny after the part where I knew you were okay. This is rude.
This is on you. Ooh. Ow. No pain, no gain. Even as we're coming down, the view is pretty nice. I could get the freaking GoPro to, there we go. Look at that. Dang. Check that out. And all of that. Dang. That's pure natural, bros. This is also pure natural, bros. No, that's not it. That's too high up. It's got to be down more. Feet like a goat. Hooves. I have hooves. Just about doing something and actually doing something is two totally different things.
Okay.
I have hooves like a goat.
Hooves like a goat.
Hooves like a goat.
Hold the camera.
I'm going to lock this thing in place so everybody can watch you struggle get down something I'm just going to walk over. Oh, look at this. Oh, spider web. Gross. Hooves like a goat.
Okay.
But I'm starting to get swass like a trucker. So alrighty, so now we are, for the most part, out of the mountain. Or out of the canyon, I guess. We're back in the desert-ish. I mean, we never truly left the desert, but we're back where it's open and we're in the sun. So it's not as cold as it was. There's no wind factor.
Oh yeah. While we were eating lunch, it was super cold.
Or not even really later in the day. It's probably around noon right now. It is, oh, whoa, I was way wrong. It's a little, a 1:45 here. So what we're looking at is 11 to like 1:30ish, so 3.5 hours, or 2.5 hours. And we hiked all the way up to the, I actually can't even see where we hiked up to anymore. That's crazy. And now we're following, getting our way back to the car. The wind has picked up a little bit. Still following Rylee.
That has been such a terrible noise.
We keep running into people's rock piles, which is sweet. Some of these get kind of crazy.
we now naming the plants? You say Spiky on your left. Spiky? It's a dog now?
Spiky both sides.
Okay, so you will notice there are a lot of clips or portions that have been chopped out. We on the way down, we ran into a lot of foot traffic going up the mountain. Instead of stopping and asking everybody if it was okay to be recorded or videotaped, I'm just deciding to edit out footage where there are passerbys. That way it can't bounce back on us and it protects our liability.
Okay.
It was fake. It was all bushy and then perfectly chopped.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it was not real.
See what happens when you get baked? You think of crazy stuff like that.
You just stuck it on because you don't like me.
Probably.
Somebody's gonna see me. Alright, ladies and gents. Well, we are stopping the video a little bit early due to high foot traffic heading back to the car. Again, this was First Creek Canyon at Redrock, and he's Dillon, I'm Rylee. We're off the beaten path. Stay tuned.